Jasby bouncing, Shib bouncing, Pepe, ZK, Sync, Matic, Adam, AKT the bigger winner, TIA, and AKT really a cash network showing strength. Also, remember I told you I was accumulating this anywhere between 5 and 7 cents. It dipped, but it came right back up. This thing doesn't really want to go lower than 6 cents. It's been awesome. ATH Ethereum really showing somewhat of a bottom here for ATH, the GPU.
Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get that music back up and running, shall we? And let's jump on into it. So don't get, Saturday's pump, right? Just kind of a quick fade there. Don't get too excited. People said, oh, the bull run's back and all this nonsense. We're back. Look at that jump. There's a lot of these cheerleaders out here, these moon boys. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a perma bull, perma bear. In the long run, I believe they're going to continue to print money, and I look at history, but Bitcoin's struggling right now. Let's take a look here on BOOKMAP as we're headed to lower liquidity. It does say it still wants 60K, and I put the lemon in the water. Let's take a big sip. Let's decalcify the pineal gland and get ourselves ripping. Shout out to everybody here, but serious matters. Emergency here. Warning, be careful is right for BTC. $56,000 Bitcoin. Last night I saw this as a rising wedge. So we got to break above. We got this little bit of a move, but it was kind of an M pattern. And then once we broke the 200 SMA, I was bearish. We came back for more, hit it again, and then hit my secondary target, 56,972. Looks like we may be ripping to the point of control if we lose that. A lot of times rising wedges go back to where they began, which would be 53,250. I'm not saying we're going there for sure, but it looks very, very likely. Thank you for the Sunday morning update. The markets move 7 days a week. We got to keep an eye on it 7 days a week. Well, there's opportunities 7 days a week, So we're going to break it down for you like we do every single day. I do it for myself too as well, so I can stay in tune with the frequencies of the market. All right, and I don't have to listen to anyone else but myself because there's too many people out here cheerleading. I don't know what for, instead of just giving us the reality of what's happening, right? So falling wedges break up 68% of the time. That's a reality. It's a fact, okay? There's a 68% chance this can break back to the upside, but we need to make it happen. Can we get it is the question. That's what we're looking for, all right? Looks like we could get that move. We'll see. Only time will tell. We got a bounce here off of $60,660. We got a bounce here off $67,560, right? That's going to be we want to get back above 67.5 and also the weekly support of resistance. And then 64,000 is this other kind of local area that we're going to have to break through. So if we do break out of this, these levels are going to be what you're looking for. We also want to see if this can make us some type of shoulder, some type of head, right shoulder. Someone cheerleaded, I told you there would be a V-shaped recovery. I said, man, not so fast. You know what I mean? And then we gave it right back already last night. So don't listen to these cheerleaders telling, I told you we're going to get a V-shaped recovery that fast. I mean, yeah, fine. We got the wick and the movement, but, they were like, we're just going to keep going. Let's take this one step at a time, one day at a time, and not listen to the cheerleaders. If we listen to the cheerleaders, I'm telling you right now, they'll get you wrecked. They'll tell you what you want to hear, what your emotions want to hear, not the facts. All right?
What I do like is usually the 3-day would dump to the 200 MA. When other of the moving averages start to get involved and get tight, it says we got to fight through those. And by the time we get to them, it tells me that 46 to 50,000 could be the low, right? Because we'd bounce off the 300, the 200 MA. Would we even come back to the 200 MA? It would be unlikely. In a bull market, look, you'd never come back. Like, you might bounce on it here, get really close. I mean, we did have a different type of market here as we did get lower, which tells you there's a bigger spring for a larger price action at this point. Just like when you go higher, there's a bigger spring for a lower price action. It's the same thing when you get pulled away from a 200 MA on a large scale, it ramps up that there's an elastic move here that's going to spring. And you can already see it forming, right? So are we in some type of giant bull flag? Do we get a bounce back to the upside? That's the most bullish scenario. Can the 3-day give us a bounce? And that's what everybody is looking for. Do we go no lower than this wick? Was that the low? What a great time for my thumb to... Was that the low? You can see our next resistance point is going to be 52,600, right about there, 52.5. 3-day chart suggests a bounce. We got a good wickage. The daily suggests a bounce, but then we come back with the bearish engulfing candle. And you can see rejection by what? The 200 MA. No pass go. So you pass the 200 MA, it's good to go. You don't. And you know me, that's my line in the sand. You can see if you didn't use the 200 MA, you'd be like, oh, we just got resistance by, it is support or resistance flip too, right there. Previous bounce was the resistance area if you just bring it right there. 58,399, 400. But it is the 200 MA on the daily really is the major rejection point, right? 22-hour also has the red candle. We got to eat that back up today. We're in for some downward pressure. And it's crazy because we didn't even get back above, usually you get to the top of the channel before you dump. 8-hour, 4-hour, it just, it shows you bring this right here. You just got this resistance here for whatever reason. To me, it's the daily 200 MA. That's why you can't really see what it is. The wick one right there, though. Let's see now. And by acting ignorant, and not ignorant, but I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. By acting like a clueless, I don't want to say clueless, but you know what I mean? Staying so open that I don't know everything, I'm able to see things that most people don't. My accuracy is higher. When I look back, I'm like, wow, I was more accurate than I thought. But I acted as if I didn't know a thing. It's interesting. The second I said I knew everything, I was never that accurate. So, right? And I'm trying to teach you by doing every single day. And again, we had a huge win yesterday. We woke up to gains. And I scalped a little bit even last night. And so I feel no reason to go too hard. And so I'm happy with where we stand right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 hour does close this gap to the 200 MA. Let's look at our 30-minute. Remember yesterday, it was all about the 30-minute breaking the 200. And we got these little scalps, but they were unsustainable with the double top at 58,000. We'll call it 500, 58.5, really rejection area. And that was it. That's all she wrote. We double topped right there and would fall to the downside. Lose the 200 MA, and that's when I had, the rising wedge drawn. And this is how we started the live stream, if you remember, with this rising wedge I had drawn, right? And I could see we're going to break down. And now if we lose this point of control, we're going to drop here to 55, and then rising wedges like to break down to where they began. And you can see there's just, 2 nodes sticking out down here or so, and we would, right? 30-minute looks likely. The 1 hour is attempting to put in a higher low here with resistances and a point of control there. So if you lose this red line, you're likely dropping to 53.9. If you stay above the red line, you get tight. You're looking for a break above a smaller time frame 200 MA. So the 15 right here. See, you're looking for the 15 to get above this yellow. So today, if I was sitting here and I saw this get above the yellow line, I might open a trade with a small amount. Kind of a shoulder, a bit of a head, might be a right shoulder breakout there that could give us some hope for a bit of a move. And then, and look, previous resistance becomes a bounce, right? And look, this was the flag we played yesterday. This was the beautiful breakout that we got that I called. It's just amazing how things work out that way, right? So don't overtrade. I'd relish in the wins. We already come back from the hot win, but see if support at 56,500 can hold. It seems to be creating a stronghold. If it does not hold, we're falling back down to 53,800. BOOKMAP suggests that we go higher. Link to BOOKMAP in the description below. I do get a commission to that. It's awesome though. What it does is it shows you where the market is. It shows you where the market have their orders. Like this guy he wants to sell at 60,522 Bitcoin. There's also people that want to buy Bitcoins in key areas. And so, all right. And it helps us understand, like, if I have a flag and I believe we're going to get a rejection or a move up, sorry, and then I get the itchy scale, and then you get that move to the upside, right? If there's liquidity above us, it suggests that we can get there. All right. Is that the Mt. Gox sell we see in the stream? Don't stress Mt. Gox and all the selling. I would take a deep breath. Life is good, man. Life is good. All right. Okay. Yeah, but there you go. I mean, it's kind of, you can see what's happening. So the idea would be to keep a short open right now with a stop above the 200 MA, right? Because if that stays that way, you're going to get paid. If it reverses, you'll get stopped out for a little bit and you can reconvene. The best idea is to not trade at all. It's Sunday with low volume, and it might just chop around. But we have to concede the fact that we may get a nasty drop to the downside today, and that would be good liquidity. That would be good volatility. And I don't like to say say no to volatility when it's there. You take it for what it is. So, but that's my update for you for Bitcoin on the day. If I make a trade, I'll let my trading group know. I'm likely to hang out with my family, though. It's Sunday. On the summer, you only get so many summer Sundays with your family, and it's a special day. It's 7/7. It's my 77. I consider today my special day. It's like it's my commemorative birthday. It's not my birthday, but if I had any day that my day would be the 77. So today is July 7th. It's the 7th month of the 7th day of the 7th month, the 77. So, I love my 77. So stay blessed today, everybody. Stay amazing. Let me jump on into the chat for a second here and see what's happening. Crypto is our best option. We are in the right place at the right time. Amen. Amen. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Enjoy your day, Sam. Thanks for the update. What if we revisit 53K? Then we revisit it, man. And life goes on. Yeah. It's almost my B-Day, 7-9. Justin Cashmore in the house. All sevens. He's born on 7/7, 1977. That's amazing. Yeah, whales want to take us to 40K. Strange cycle. Need a grade again boost up. Yeah. We may go to 40,000 and 46,000. It's possible, everybody. And it looks somewhat likely based on where the moving averages are. Whenever the daily loses the 200 MA on any asset that I've seen, we go to the two-day. So this says that we're going somewhere to $47,000. And my calculations are usually about 90% accurate. So I'd say it's about an 80% chance that you see 47,000. Yeah. I'm being honest. Yeah. And you can go back test it. Look, I'll give you, I can spend a little bit of time with you showing you this. But look at this short about to dump. This thing looks like it's going to dump pretty hard right now. We're dumping as we speak. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. Yeah, the 1 minute lost the 200. That was the time to short right there. When we got rejected by the 200 or when we lost it, these two areas. Stop losses above the high volume node, you're still in the money. And look at that. A little bit of divergence there, but it's not good. So now look, Bitcoin has to break back above 57,000 to remain bullish. That's going to be your local support or resistance area. Got to get a bounce now. This has to be kind of an inverted head and shoulder bounce. I'll take that trade with you. I like that honesty, brutal and truthful. Yeah. I'm not even it's not even honesty. I'm just, it's my strategy works pretty well. Let's take a look at a chart that would make sense with this. Like what's something that people trade a lot that we've seen? I mean, you could even see Tesla. Tesla might have done it. I'm not sure, but Tesla might have done it. Yeah, so here's the 2-day chart, right? For Tesla. Remember, I called the bottom for Tesla, if you remember. And I kept saying this is a great place to get in. I even played this short on the stream. I was asking my team to put those back to back. Maybe we have. Since then, Tesla has boomed up to 251. I kept saying this is a great place to buy into Tesla over and over again. I said it probably. Whatever. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do should be taken as financial advice. But go look at the daily time frame. And look at what happens. See, the daily would pump, right? And what happens is the daily loses the 200 right here. Starts to drop. After the daily loses the 200, we're like right here. Then it comes back like Bitcoin does, right? We drop down, come back to the 200 right here. We like come back above it for a second, then we lost it. Once you lose it in that area, you come down and you test the daily 200. See, there's the daily two day. All right. And that just seems something that I've seen over and over again. And we can go look at Walmart, right, on the New York Stock Exchange, and we look at the 2-day chart and see the times we visited it. And you can go back to these dumps, right, like this dump here on the daily where we dumped. And you can put a blue line or a vertical line here so you can like track where you are. So once you lost that daily, you were hovering right around here. You retested it a few times. You came back down to the 2-day 200 MA, and then you did get a bounce. Usually you don't lose the 2-day, but so, and let's look at another asset. So that's 2 for 2. Let's look at another asset, and then we can backtest multiple instances of this. And you'll see, look at gold, which may not, it's got a different chart, but when is the last time gold tested the 2-day 200 MA? Like right about here. Right? I'm just stating facts. People don't like the facts. It's weird. They just want to hear like what they want to hear. And you can see right here, we lost the 2-day 200 MA. We were right here. We came down to where? The 2-day 200 MA. So like Bitcoin loses the daily 200 MA. Does the retest. It's very likely it comes back down to the daily 2-day 200 MA. That's just what assets do, man. I don't care. That's what human beings do with these assets. The same stuff over and over again. You also got yourself an M pattern that breaks down 68% of the time. And that would coincide exactly with about a measured move to about that area. So everything seems right to me. But again, you make your decision. I'm just the guy that can give you all the facts. Even if I gave you perfect trades and I was 100%, you would have to take every single trade every single time. And you probably wouldn't. You might not be there. Something might happen. My point is, whatever happens and whatever I say, I'm just giving you as much data as you can have to make a good decision, right? So we do have support or resistance. We do get a bounce. If we keep above this level, we'll bounce. And we could close the gap to the 200. And everything I said could be nullified. We get above the 1 hour 200 MA, then it changes the whole story. And we move like water to the upside and we flip long. I bought 10 grand of Bitcoin, remember, on the dip. So I already committed myself to the long haul. I'm in there. All right. I made my decisions. But we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. Just a 77. Appreciate you, Sam. Thank you so much. God bless you. Much love to you and your family. Shout out to Gains for Life. Amen. Let's take a look at that fan funding. We got the profit from yesterday. I used it for the group. God bless you, Jay. I love hearing that, man. You're awesome, bro. God bless you. I hope to give you more and more and help you learn some more so you can gain more yourself. All right, everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here, but, can we get the bounce? You're going to look for your 1 hour your 1 minute to regain the 200. It's going to be the first thing that's going to happen for any type of bullishness. Before anything else, it's really the 5 second and the 30 second, but, if you can get as nitty gritty as you want. But you want to see this somehow break the 200 MA. If that happens, we can start to talk bullishness. If not, we're likely headed further to the downside as suggested for BTC. All right. Hey, Sam, have you seen Papa X content? You would love it. No, thank you. Breaking out 550 flag. Wait, give me a closure above 59K. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not going to go that far. Anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you. I'm not opening up any trade right now. I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to go kick it with the fam and see what they're doing for the day. God bless everybody here on this beautiful Sunday in the summer. Spend time with your family. I'm telling you right now, that's so important. We can trade. We can put ourselves into the market. We have Monday through Saturday. Let's give one day a week to our kids and to our wives and to our family, if we're lucky enough to have them. Hey, man, I love you all. God bless. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. for the weekly candle close. Thank you so much for everything. I love you all. Shout out to Sniffer in Chief. That's hilarious. To the guy that said something, I never did a 2-hour stream on Sundays. Never. I have done it once in a while, but it's very rare. I should never say never, but it's rare.